Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me for this spiritual alphabet continuation. The letter today is H, and the word that I've been reflecting on all week is healing. Healing, to heal. And I'll tell you, the practice that I've actually been doing is to notice healing moments throughout the day. And it's something that has brought me so much sense of well-being throughout the week that I wanted to share this with you. Maybe it's something you could try on, or if you have another healing practice you like to use throughout the day, you can comment below and share that with us, with me and others who are here. But the practice is quite simple. For me, it is simply noticing the feeling of healing as I exhale. When you breathe out or exhale, there's, see if you notice it, there's a natural sense of feeling good, right? And it's so subtle for most of us and taken for granted that we don't even feel it most of the time. But when you bring intention to that possibility, you feel it. So try it again. Imagine that your body is healing as you exhale. Because actually it is. Your body is slightly becoming more whole and well, first of all, your body is becoming more relaxed when you exhale, which increases the healing capacity of the body. And so I've been doing that throughout the day at many moments, and it is just like it's almost miraculous to me how simple feeling good can be, how simple healing can be. And by doing this healing practice throughout the day, it just brings a more stable sense of well-being and wholeness. Interesting, the word healing has roots. The root of the word healing is related to the roots of the words wholeness, integrity, completeness, and healthy, for sure. And let's see, I'm looking at my notes here. Um, yeah, wholeness, completeness, integrity, and holy. Also, it's related, the root of the word healing is related to the root of the word holy. So I like those ideas that when we bring the intention of healing to ourselves, we are bringing the intention to increase our sense of wholeness, our sense of integrity, and our sense of holiness as well. When we feel good, when we feel whole, when we feel in integrity, we are more connected to the holy. Yeah. And throughout the day, of course, as we go about our day and do things, our body kind of breaks down as we, stretch our bodies and get things done. Naturally, we expend energy and the body deteriorates ever so. And so this is why I think it's a good idea to have some practice of healing yourself throughout the day, even something as simple as an intentional exhale. So you can then take it further, as I did throughout the week, as I got used to this intention, this idea of bringing healing, even to the exhale. I then look at other things I was doing and say, how can I bring a healing intention to this? For example, eating. You eat, right? Probably several times a day, like most of us do. Could you not also bring the intention of healing as you're eating? Of course you can. And as you eat, you are also, of course, as you eat, healing your body. So why not bring an additional energy of intention of healing as you are eating? As you take each bite, as it's still, particularly if you enjoy the bite, the feeling of enjoyment is a feeling of healing as well. I believe that. It seems right to me that when we are enjoying something, deeply enjoying something, we are bringing healing energy into the body. Now, ideally, it's not just an enjoyable feeling and healing that way, but also that the food itself is nutritious and therefore healing. So you can imagine that as well as you are intaking nutritious food. Not only does it feel good, hopefully it's delicious, but it also is literally physically healing the body. Now, sometimes we are giving ourselves a break and we're eating junk food and we enjoy the junk food, and you know what? Of, none of us are perfect. We all have indulgences. So sometimes even when you eat junk food or you're indulging in dessert or something like that, you can still be healing the body. I know it sounds strange, and I know that the physical molecules of a junk food are deteriorating the body in other ways, but if you imagine that, it's probably going to get worse. Instead, if you know that, all right, I'm just going to indulge a little bit here, that I'm allowing myself to indulge a little bit here, then let that be a healing experience too. Why not? You get to make up the rules for your own life. And I really believe if you do bring more healing intention, it probably has less deleterious effects, that junk food, that indulgence. It has less deleterious effects than if you felt guilty and like, oh my God, I'm so guilty right now and it's probably damaging my body. No, just, yeah, I'm indulging right now. I'm going to feel the healing as I enjoy this food, and I'm gonna lean into the feel-good nature of this experience, which has a healing capability. So, hope that helps. Something else that you and I both do frequently is sleep. Sleep, yes, or napping, or just resting. With your eyes closed. Obviously, that's a healing mechanism, but I invite you to bring a more conscious intention of healing as you rest tonight or whenever you take a nap today. As you close your eyes and as you breathe, take a moment to bring that intention, like, not only with every exhale am I healing, but with every exhale and rest, I am healing even deeper. And I find that that is just a more lovely experience for falling asleep. Instead of some of us, myself included, I've had insomnia all my life, very, very light sleeper. All my life I had hard time falling asleep. But with this experience, it's much more enjoyable and therefore healing, instead of worrying about, oh, I can't fall asleep, oh, it's been 10 minutes, oh, I have all these thoughts in my head. Just focus on the healing experience of exhaling and like sinking into the bed or the couch or wherever you are resting. So give that a try in your napping or sleeping today. So taking it even further now, we've talked about things that are naturally healing experiences: exhaling, eating, taking a nap. By the way, going to the bathroom. I know you do that too. Don't pretend that this is off topic. It is on topic. You do it all the time. I do it all the time too, going to the bathroom several times a day. Well, that is, of course, a healing experience also. You're expelling toxins. It also feels good to expel toxins from your body, obviously. So that is also a healing experience. So bring some intention to this thing that you do several times a day. You might as well, instead of just not being conscious about it and just going about your day, just bring a little bit of intention to this and notice that it does feel good, and that is literally physically healing the body to do so. You have that experience several times a day. You might as well increase the healing energy there. Okay? Yeah. All right. Okay, so taking it even further, how about to chores? I know, it's strange, but can chores be a healing experience too? Let me know what you think below. I think so. Of course, because I believe, given my obsession about healing throughout the whole week, a healthy obsession, everything can be healing. Everything can be a healing experience. So even chores. So for example, I had to do the dishes this week. Had to. I got to do the dishes this week. So as I was doing the dishes, I could have been seeing it as, a to-do list item, something I have to just get done as quick as possible. Or I could look at the experience as somehow a healing experience. So for example, as I was putting the detergent on the sponge, I smelled the detergent and I thought, oh, that's a pleasant smell. And even that, anything, of course, that's pleasant can easily be a healing experience, because something that's pleasant makes your body feel good. It's a pleasant sensation, which you can then lean into, like focus on that pleasantness and have that be a healing experience. So I'm like, the detergent, healing experience. Now, as I'm working with the dishes, I'm like, oh, this experience of seeing something get cleaner, that's enjoyable. That's a healing experience. Oh, it's got cleaner. And then rinsing it, right? Rinsing it in the water, the feeling of the water on my hands. I focused on how that could be a healing experience. Water itself is a symbol of healing. It's a symbol of cleansing, but it's also a symbol of healing throughout various cultures. So I'm like, this is a healing element. This water, I'm encountering this healing element. So like I just let my imagination help me experience more healing as I did this chore. So, can you imagine healing? Can something be a healing experience for you that's typically a chore? I welcome you to reflect on this and comment below. Because as you bring this consciousness to it, it will become more healing the next time you do it. Why not? Okay, another experience I had this week. I was meeting with somebody that could have felt like an energy drain, right? If I did not meet with this person with conscious intention, it probably would have naturally felt like an energy drain, because I had to use energy to meet with this person. I had to bring effort into whatever we were doing. But of course, I'm like, I'm so curious. How can this be a healing experience as well, and not just a detrimental experience? Okay. So I said, I'm going to feel into the healing power this person has for me. So I imagined that even as this person talked with me and asked me things and got me to do things, but even as this person's presence, I just imagined that this person's very presence was healing for me. And it was just so strange, because then it suddenly shifted the perspective. So instead of me kind of ministering to them and healing them, which probably was true as well, I was imagining them, whatever they were coming out of their mouth, whatever they were doing, whatever their face looked like, was a healing experience for me. I just imagined it. I just like, I'm going to just assume that whatever this person is doing is healing me. I'm going to be open to that experience. And after the meeting, I felt better than I ever felt before in meeting this person. Was it a miracle? I think it is a simple testament to the power of intentional perspective. It is just like that it's those like visual illusions. You've seen those, right? Where it's like a picture can look like a vase, right? Or it can look like two faces. A picture can look like an old woman or a young woman. A picture can look like, anyway, it's like they have all these different visual illusions. It's like, I swear this looks like an old woman. No, I swear this looks like a young woman. And like, look. Well, it's all in the shift of perspective. And once you learn to see both, you can shift to either one anytime. Oh. I think same thing with any experience we have in life. We may be conditioned to experience something in a certain negative way. It's just our conditioning. Maybe other people told us, oh, this person is such an energy drain. Oh, this experience, this is such a chore. We can believe that and therefore see it that way. Or if we choose a healing orientation to this experience, we can then shift and go, oh, this person is actually healing me right now. Imagine that. Literally, you have to imagine it. But then as you imagine it, as you use your creativity to imagine the person, and of course it takes effort to do that, and it's not natural, otherwise it would have been healing the whole time. No, it takes effort and it takes creativity to go, let me imagine this person, typically an energy drain, actually healing me. So by the end of the meeting, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling more healed because I kept opening to the fact that they're healing me. Amazing. So this can be done with any experience. Another quick one. I was on a meeting this week where it was a group meeting and there were only 2 people there. Now, just for context, I usually am used to, I find it more healing to meet with, to be a teacher to many people. I enjoy a larger group when I'm teaching. But there's only 2 people there. So usually I would see, oh, what a discouraging experience. But this time I'm like, oh, I'm going to lean into the healing experience of the fact that there's these 2 beautiful souls here, and I'm going to allow them to be healing me right now as I'm doing my teaching. And that was a more beautiful experience. I focused on the healing aspect of this experience. Well, anyway, so you get the idea. I look forward to seeing if any of this is healing for you, and how might you reframe an experience you're going to have this week or an experience you had recently as a healing experience. You can even do this in retrospect. Why not? In retrospect, looking at an originally painful experience, perhaps, as a healing experience, might you? That's a bigger challenge, but anything is possible with intention. I hope this is helpful and healing. Thanks for joining me.